As I've said before, go and look at some of the stuff that Stefan Verstappen is putting out if you want to know how to survive. Hope it's not too windy for you here, folks. There's a guy called Stefan Verstappen, and he's got survival manuals on his website that are really, really good, and I totally recommend people get them and check them out. They're worth looking at, folks. These are the things you're going to need to get through. Because things are going to get crazy this year, they really are. With all these floods and food shortages that are happening and openly being talked about by the powers that believe they be now. And these people are on the way out, they are. As I've said before, I mean, I think humanity's going to get through this, but it's going to get really ugly between now and then. So you've got to be prepared for that. If you haven't put your face and your voice out there and you can see what's going on and things are encroaching around you, you can go grey. And there's ways to get through this. Again, I've mentioned many times, there's a guy called Stefan Verstappen. You need to go and check out his stuff. You need to get access to his manuals of how to survive in just basically any situation. He's got a lot of really good stuff, folks. He can show you how to go grey in a lot of his books, how to just kind of blend in with the crowd and make it too much of a hassle for them to want to harass you too much, just by being a certain way and doing certain things. I mean, there's ways through it, folks. Pretty soon the whole economic system is going to crash, so if you've got money, be turning it into things that you're going to need to get through, survival tools, get back in touch with your life skills, find a way to get through unnoticed, and allow this system to just implode around you over the next few years.
This is actually precisely what Stefan Verstappen told me. He's the author of Urban Guerrilla Warfare, which is not about warfare, ladies and gentlemen, in an urban context. It's if you're in an urban centre that's Agenda 21 or tyranny-oriented, it is at war with your movement, it is at war with your mind. And he shows you how to move and how to think in those systems so that you can get around all the little checkpoints. For example, you're walking up to a checkpoint. Do you walk up normal? No, you don't. You slump very, very far over and you start drooling and you start talking like this, because people like that make ordinary people very uncomfortable. Okay? And half the time, most of the time, all of the time, they'll just wave you through because they don't want to be in contact with you. And you just made up a condition. And he also wears a jacket with like 16, 20 different pockets in it as well. Have you got your bus pass, sir? Oh, yeah, sure, it's here somewhere. Oh, it's not in this one. Oh, it's not in that one. Hold on one second. And before he knows it, he's also driving around with a car with umpteen different things in the back. Oh, it's not in my jacket. I'm going to have to actually look in the car now. And before you know it, you've been wasting these people's time for like 20 minutes with like people piling up in the thing, and then they just wave you through. Little things like that.
Yeah, Stefan's great. He actually gave me his whole archive. I've mentioned him quite a lot on the shows and said people need to go and check out his website and get his archive of stuff, because he's got books there on how to survive in any situation. He's a wealth of knowledge on how to get through what's coming.